Everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Paul Nguma, founder of PATTERNOLOGY LAB. In this video, I'm going to be talking about a stock that is ready to fly within the next few days to the next few weeks and why you should keep it on your watch list. And I'm also going to be answering some of you guys' questions for those of y'all who dropped your stocks of interest in the comment section of yesterday's video, right after the intro. All right, right off the bat. Okay, we have the SPY. The futures market is currently not open, so we will get right to the point. The stock that all of you are looking on the thumbnail, that stock is ACB. And I'm going to be talking about this stock because I did address this one before for this specific reason. There was a bullish pennant on the chart. It went up nicely, right? It had a pullback. Again, pullbacks are normal, all right? And I think that we're gonna be going sideways just a little bit before we start trending upwards towards the $16, maybe to even like $18, just somewhere in this zone right here, right? Now, do not be surprised if the stock has slightly more pullback and then goes sideways for a bit before moving upwards. And the reason why I say that, a very specific reason why I say that, is because if you look at the other weed companies such as CGC, right? CGC had a massive run, huge run after this other bullish pennant. And now I think that a pullback would be natural for this one. And my worry is that if this one pulls back, which I think it will, especially after that hammer at the top, if this one pulls back towards the $35 level and maybe even lower, the other stocks in this sector might pull back as well. So patience is definitely recommended, especially for ACB, right? But we have seen this before. We have done this before. Earnings is in the way, but I'm not too worried about it because we are so undervalued from these levels right over here, right? The stock is making a comeback, and if you look down here at the left side, there is like nobody here, even though the stock was at these levels right there, all right? But now that you look at it, again, a lot of people got gain interest on here. These same people that are here are still holding. I'm pretty sure they're still holding and added more out on the dip, and they're still holding again, and more people are getting interested in this stock. So definitely watch this one for the next few days to the next few weeks. Not bearish on this thing at all. It might get in here or even go higher. All right. So that is my very honest opinion of that one. I think I forgot one more stock in this sector. The other stock in this sector was Alpha. And Alpha, yep, Alpha, again, I talked about this one before. And on the daily charts, it's ready to collapse all the way down to $10. And again, that pullback, I think it's gonna happen for sure. Especially me being very bearish on the overall market. We might see that drop coming very, very soon. And again, now let's talk about you guys' stocks of interest. The very first one that we will tackle in this video, that stock is FedEx. And FedEx, there was money to be made here right after this Morningstar, right over here, right? Morningstar here, you go long, you get paid for 2 days straight, and then after that, there was just a pullback. It just kept pulling back, and then there was I would say an exhaustion gap. Yeah, this is an exhaustion gap, the opposite of a runaway gap, and it's just the beginning. It's similar to what's happening over here, people. Similar to what's happening over here. It's not a good thing. You see the aftermath, right? Y'all see that. Am I bullish on this one? No, I'm not. Especially after seeing that exhaustion gap. I think we could go all the way down even lower. I wanted the stock to drop all the way down to $220 here. That's why that circle is there. I drew that the last time I talked about it, which was when we were in this region. I said be very, very patient. I want to get it for a dip buy, but I wanted to drop here. But then again, I saw this Morningstar and it was an obvious long, right? Because you can see right there, it went up for 2 days. But now we want this thing to tank. The market is bearish, and I think that this will be dragged down as well. So minimum 225, maximum. Again, you can flip that in the mind of a short seller. my maximum 200. All right. So I see this as a great day buy anywhere near 200. That would be phenomenal. So yeah, that's my very honest opinion for that one. For the person who asked about it, the next one that we'll be talking about today, somebody asked me to do a follow up on eBay. And for all of you who have been subscribing to the channel, I made a very specific video about eBay when we were at exactly 54 bucks, right? And it moved all the way up to $60. I think I made another video over here and then it immediately pulled back after that. And I told y'all to apply patience because pullbacks are normal, all right? So it went up here and now I think it can go down even lower. I think it's gonna go down to 54 bucks again. It's gonna get dragged down by the market. Keep in mind that earnings is right around the corner. Earnings can make or break a stock. The reaction to earnings is highly unpredictable and is 150% gambling. All right, so I do not condone holding through earnings. If you want to do so, do it at your own risk. Not financial advice. All right, and be very, very careful if you're holding any calls, especially some of y'all who like to play those YOLO calls and YOLO puts. Be very careful. All right, now let's talk about another one. Somebody asked me to do a recap on CRSC. I spelled that backwards. So there you go. Again, this stock, I mentioned this one when we were over here. I told y'all to watch this thing for a long because this was the third and final bottom, right? So again, for all of you who watched that video and took a position in this, congratulations. I did tell y'all that we would revisit the top. Unfortunately, we didn't break the top. And unfortunately, we got very close to the top, but it didn't break it. So if you were not too greedy and you made money on this, good job. Where is it gonna go next? Honestly, I would love to see this thing go sideways some more. And then again, this is the most annoying thing. Earnings is in the way. All right. So be very careful if you want to hold this. If you want to hold this one through, I'm not gonna be holding this one. I do not like holding anything through earnings. The one that I am comfortable holding through earnings is ACB because it's so low. All right. So I'm not too worried about that one. My calls are very, very far out, and I'm not too worried about it. Now let's talk about another one. Another one that I wanted to bring it up to you guys' attention is VXRT. And VXRT, I made a previous video about that, and that video was somewhere over here. There it is. This stock will explode, right? It's that one. It's the right shoulder right there. And for all of you who were able to make bank on that after I released that video, it was at $9 and I told you to watch this for a squeeze up to 13 or 14 bucks. Could it go higher? Honestly, I think it can. I think it can go all the way up to 17 bucks. I think it can. It's gonna take some time. Be very patient with this one. The reverse head and shoulders was there and it had a final squeeze on that Friday. And right now post hours is at 12. Let me see. Let's look at the 5. Yeah, so it's at 12:15 and it has room to run. It really has room to run over here. Like the highest it can go is 1750 before we start seeing some turbulence. Could it break it? It definitely could, right? But do anticipate some level of resistance if you're still holding on to that one. All right. Now the last and final stocks in this video is MGM. And MGM is actually not looking too good. It's really not. There was a pop earlier this week in the travel industry and it looked kind of bullish, and then near the last 15 minutes of pre-market, everything just started fading. And a perfect example of that is AAL, right? AAL looks so great over here. It looks so great, right? If it could just hold, but no, it went all the way up to the top and then immediately had an all-day fader and all of the travel stocks got hit pretty hard, right? So looking at MGM right now, since the majority of these stocks move together, this is not looking too good. It's really not. Short sellers are in position right now, and I don't think they want to let the stock go until it drops all the way down towards like $25. Again, this is just my opinion. This is where I would want to take my money off the table if I was shorting the stock. It's like it looks really really weak. Like this is the part where it got really weak right there. All right, it just failed to break out. It failed once, it failed twice, it failed three times. It rolled over. There was an exhaustion gap below. The gap got filled and it's rolling over. And honestly, the market, I'm very bearish on the market. Therefore, if this one follows the market, which it has been throughout the past few days, we can see the stock tank pretty hard. Be careful. Be very, very careful if you're holding long on this one because personally, I would love to scoop it up at 24 bucks. And that's my very honest opinion of that one. All right, y'all. Do not forget to destroy the like button for the YouTube algorithm. As always, it helps the channel grow faster and it allows more people to get this knowledge as well. If you are new to the channel, definitely click on subscribe and click on the notification bell along with all notifications. That way you don't miss out on these post-market analysis videos, which are released every single day in the afternoon, and the pre-market analysis videos, which are released from Monday to Friday at exactly 8:15 a.m. Central Time, 15 minutes before the market opens. If you're not following us on social media, you can find me at Paul Nguma and at PATTERNOLOGY LAB on Instagram and on Twitter. Also, if you are new to investing, if you're new to this trading world and would like to get started, I left some step-by-step directions in the description of the video below, step 1 through step 4. It only takes about 15 minutes or less to get signed up with all the tools you need to start trading immediately. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Nguma with PATTERNOLOGY LAB, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you in the next video tomorrow in the afternoon. All right. Have a wonderful weekend and enjoy the outro.